Hi, you guys. What's up? It's me, Allie. I'm just getting back from the gym, and so I'm looking a little bit homely today. But I'm coming to you all a little bit earlier than I planned on because I've been. Ooh, as you can see, my Jonathan, my little one, is in rare form this evening. Here, Poppy. Here you go. He likes to play catch, but the only thing is that he doesn't do it with the ball. He does it with everything else, with the exception of a ball, whether it be the lid to one of his toys, a remote control, a telephone. As we notice, I mean, you think that it's here with me because I'm watching TV. It's not. It's because he's throwing it at me and he's expecting me to throw it back. And so I'm trying to teach him that you don't throw it. That I you no. See, he's hitting me all up in my face. And you don't throw, but you play. So mommy's gonna hold this. All right. So as I was saying, let me get back. So I'm not gonna be here too much, that much longer. But I'm starting to Christmas shop. And so at this point in time, I am Christmas shopping, focusing a little bit on my toddler, on my little one, because my big ones, I already know what they want. And so that's not going to even be an issue. But this one, and so, since I've had him, because things have changed so much since I had my other two, who are way older than he is. Things have changed. We've now become a more technologically advanced society. And so, therefore, I'm kind of not sure what is good, what is not. I have an idea, but sometimes just, to be sure, I like to go and, Google search or whatever, the top 10, top 15, top 20 toys for toddlers. And now that as you know that my son has the diagnosis of Down syndrome, I always Google, also, top 10, top 15 toys for toddlers or children, with Down syndrome. And so one of the things that I noticed as I was looking and doing a little bit of research was that people are starting to buy iPads for their babies, for their toddlers. And initially I was kind of like, like, maybe this is a good thing. But then the logical side stepped in and was like, but it's so expensive. And then as I've noticed, that's my little one. But then as I noticed, no thorn baby here. That there were people's blogs that that I follow sometimes, and that some of the blogs were actually talking about cases for the iPads, and actually that's geared specifically for children. So you can actually put the iPad in this case for the children, and it's supposed to, I guess, kind of make it a little bit resistant, from all the banging, that the kids do and the licking. I say licking because my little one has a habit of grabbing his toys and then doing a little licking motion. All right. And biting and all the things that toddlers do, throwing, clanging. And so then, then again, I was kind of thinking, well, this is pretty cool. So, it must be, this must be a good thing. But then as I've started thinking about it, I'm like really not sure. Because I've been reading some articles and they're saying, you have some individuals or scientists that are saying that, he's throwing again, that are saying that um, putting your child in front of an iPad is just like putting them in front of a TV. And of course, they recommend that if they're 2 and younger, not to put them in front of a TV or the iPad at all, because it does change the way, I guess, their brain starts to form or interact in regards to synapses and all that kind of stuff. I'm not even gonna get into that because I am not a biology teacher. Do not know that much about genetics and DNA, with the exception of my son, and I do a lot of research on trisomy 21, and that's it. Or is it trisomy? Anyway, uh, and so in regards to that, I see that perspective. But then I read articles where parents were, swearing by it, saying, hey, my 6-month old, I put the iPad in front of them. He knows how to pick out the colors, the shapes, and I mean, I saw this from 4, 5, 6-month old, parents, of of infants that age. And then I even saw toddlers 2, 3, 4 who was saying, I put my child in front of the iPad, and it's teaching them to read, it's teaching them to identify numbers, colors. And so I'm getting, two different sides, of the coin. And so now I'm trying to figure out about maybe if I should invest in an iPad. Of course, it's going to be my iPad. And so realistically, it would be me investing in an iPad for myself, but making it available to my little one in order to help him teach. And basically what I'd be using, of course, is to download functions for him. Because one of the things I will say about myself is that I'm really not, here we go, I'm really not into technology that much. Of course, I'm a Facebook buff, YouTube, but in regards to, you see my little one? Oh, you don't see what you hear. But in regards to, the iPads, iPhones, I'm not really into that. And so I'm wondering what you all think. Is iPad really a logical thing to do or use with our children? And I'm not just even talking about my child who's been diagnosed with Down syndrome, or children who have this diagnosis, but just children, toddlers in general. I will say this, if it does work, and I don't know because I haven't tried it and I'm not sure if I am, if it does work, then I know that as a parent who has a child that is going to be developmentally delayed, that anything that would help, you should use, as long as it's not a detriment to your child. In regards to the way his brain functions, it starts to build, as long as it's not going to affect the way that he learns, in regards to problem solving, his cognitive skills, all that jazz, if it's going to help, I say, hey, us as parents, we need to do it. But then at the same time, I don't want to hinder my child's growth either, especially if he's already developmentally delayed. And I need for all aspects or portions of his brain to work. I don't need anything that's going to encourage one portion of his brain to work and then stump the other, especially when he's already delayed. And so I'm wondering, what do you all out there think? Because I am, I'm still reading, I'm still researching. And so I haven't decided yet on if I'm going to invest in this iPad for myself in order to use it with my son or not. But I'm thinking about it. I'm really, really thinking about it. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. I'm still, on the cusp of, we're getting ready to potty train my little one, which is going to be, look, countdown to, PP training. Excuse me, it's called PT training, potty training, P training, potty training. You see, notice I keep correcting myself. I'm about to start doing that, of course, actually probably starting this weekend, or by mid next week. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things in regards to my little one, and I am really, I'm concerned about his education, I'm not worried about his social skills because now he's coming out of his box. Initially, he was kind of introverted. He's not like that anymore. He's really, really coming out. And, even playing with the big kids, even when I take him to the gym. So I'm not worried about that. Now I'm worried about, him physically, like in regards to potty training, so I can hopefully get him in all day pre-K. And then, of course, now he's learning his cognitive skills. That's what I'm worried about. And so, hey, all right, you guys, that was just me kind of brainstorming, thinking about some things out loud with you all. You guys, let me know what you think, comment, give me some ideas, yay, nay, is it good? Is it not? What do you think? All right, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Bye.